been there before.
Good afternoon on a hot and sunny Sunday afternoon from TD Bank Ballpark here in Somerset County, New Jersey, as we get set for the final game of this week's six-game split series between the Reading Fightin Phillies and the Somerset Patriots. We welcome you into our pregame show. I am Jake Starr, riding solo again today from Bridgewater, New Jersey, in what should be a great final game to this weekend's series between Reading and Somerset. Entering play today, well, it's been kind of a week to forget. The start for the Phillies. They trail it 4-1. Reading is going to look to salvage a second win out of the series today, with Jack Dallas getting the ball in what will be a bullpen game for the Phillies. Tristan Vreeling will get the ball and be on the mound for the Patriots. Well, Saturday night, much like Friday night, the Phillies entered the bottom of the ninth inning with a lead. Saturday, it was a 3-1 lead, and Tommy McCullum, who has had such a strong season, a very uncharacteristic outing, he blew just his first save since joining Reading back in 2023, allowed 3 runs in the bottom half of the ninth inning as Reading was walked off by the Patriots for the second straight night. So today, the Phillies, like we said, it's a bullpen game, so it's going to be a group effort to try and earn a second win, get back to 500 here in the second half before tomorrow's off day and the subsequent trip to Bowie next week. But as we do every Sunday, we will take a look around the Phillies organization with our weekly Phillies minor league report. So we're going to step aside for a moment on our pregame show. When we come back, it's our weekly minor league report. After this on the Fightin Phillies Radio Network. Moments away from the home team, Somerset Patriots taking the field for the final game of this week's 6-game series between Reading and the host Patriots. It was a unique split series because of the July 4th holiday, so the first 3 games were played in Reading and the final 3 here in Somerset. Reading looking to salvage a second win out of the week on this Sunday afternoon after dropping both Friday and Saturday's games here in walk-off defeat fashion. As we wait for Somerset to take the field, let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. We'll start in the Eastern League. Pretty much everything about to get underway. New Hampshire and Portland. In Portland at Delta Dental Park. Altoona at Harrisburg at FNB Field. Erie and Akron about to get underway in Ohio. Hartford at Binghamton about to get underway. And Richmond and Chesapeake also about to get underway. Everything either a 1 o'clock or a 1:05 first pitch in the Eastern League today. And the Phillies organization, the Big Phils host Cincinnati. Chase Burns making his second big league start, going up against Zach Wheeler. That's a 1:35 first pitch. Zach Wheeler coming off an 8 shutout inning outing on Monday night against the San Diego Padres. Lehigh Valley about to get underway at Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Mitch Newborn promoted to AAA prior to today's game. Concurring roster move for the Phils was Saul Tehran, caught up from Jersey Shore. An extra arm out of the bullpen. Newborn set the start for the Iron Pigs today, making his AAA debut. Jersey Shore Wilmington get underway top half of the first inning momentarily from Frawley Stadium. Reese Dutton gets the ball for the Blue Claws at the Blue Rocks today. Try saying that 10 times fast. Clearwater at Tampa, top of the 3rd inning. 3-3 ball game. Juan Armante is on the mound for the Threshers. Florida Complex League Phillies, Dominican Summer League Phillies, like most Sundays, they are off today. So, led by starting pitcher Tristan Freeling, the Somerset Patriots are taking the field once again wearing their home navy blue uniforms. The Fightin Phils spill out of the first base dugout, as does the reserves for Somerset. And it's time for tonight's national anthem. So that'll wrap up tonight's pregame show. We'll step aside for a moment, and when we come back, it's lineups and first pitch for game number 6 between the Fightin Phils and Patriots. Coming up after this on the Fightin Phils Radio Network.
Was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome inside TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset County, New Jersey, as we are set for Game 6 of 6 between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Somerset Patriots. Home team Somerset's on the field, and let's take a look at our starting lineups today. First, we'll start with the visiting Phils. Reading's lineup, as always, is presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Aiden Miller, the shortstop, leads off. Carson DiMartini bats second at third. Jose Rodriguez bats third and plays second. Hendry Mendez cleans things up in left field. Caleb Ricketts back in the lineup, bats fifth. He's the catcher. Dylan Campbell in center, bats sixth. Alex Pinellas is seventh, plays first. Leandro Pineda, the 8-hitter, plays right. And Robert Moore bats ninth. He's the DH. On the mound for the Fightin' Phils to start this game, it's Jack Dallas. Dallas currently still warming up in the bullpen, so he'll approach this like he's coming out of the bullpen as he gets the open today for this bullpen game. For the Patriots, AA affiliate of the New York Yankees, George Lombard Jr. leads off. He'll play third. Rock Reggio, bat second, plays second. Rafael Flores third. He's the DH. Omar Martinez is fourth. He'll catch. Brendan Jones fifth, plays left. Cole Gabrielson sixth in center. Tyler Hardman seventh, plays first. Jared Wagner eighth in right. And Max Burt bats ninth, plays short. On the mound tonight for the Patriots, right-handed arm, 24-year-old Tristan Freiling, making his 9th overall appearance, 8th start overall, 0-2, a 5.93 ERA, 27 1/3 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed, 16 walks, 22 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .310 against Tristan Freiling this year. As the righty completes his warm-up tosses, we'll take a look at the defense behind Freiling. Tyler Hardman's at first, Rock Reggio at second, Max Burt's at short, George Lombard Jr. is at third. In the outfield, Jared Wagner in right, Cole Gabrielson in center, Brendan Jones in left, and Omar Martinez is the catcher. Three-man Eastern League umpiring crew today, Trevor Patience at first, Garrett Griffin, the crew chief, who was out all week, but he's back. He has balls and strikes, and Davian Fry rounds out this three-man Eastern League crew at third. Toasty day, 87 degrees, sunny skies. Temperature is always presented by All Temp Enterprises. Aiden Miller digs in from the right side. Tristan Freiling will fire the first pitch home, and Miller swings, hits one in the air pretty well towards right center field. Gabrielson drifts back. He'll size it up and make the catch. That's out number one. First pitch today fired home at 1:09. 4 minutes behind our originally scheduled 1:05 start time.
Number 6, Carson DiMartini.
That'll bring Carson DiMartini to the plate for the Phils. DiMartini in from the left side, 228 hitter overall. First pitch to him, he swings, misses at it, it's 0-1. Somerset wears their home alternate navy blue uniforms, wears Patriots in gray across the front, white pants, navy blue caps, logo plastered across the front in red. Here's the 0-1. That's a breaking pitch. That's over for a called strike. It's 0-2. Fightin' Phils come out in their road gray uniforms for the first time this weekend. Navy blue block lettering and numbering, gray pants, and in the field they'll wear a red cap with a navy blue feathered R on the front. 0-2 home. DiMartini swings and misses. Catcher Martinez wastes no time applying a tag. And Carson DiMartini's down on strikes.
PC Richard and Son.
Strikeout number one for Tristan Freiling, out number two here in the inning. And that'll bring Jose Rodriguez to the plate.
Jose Rodriguez.
Rodriguez in from the right side, 0 for 3 last night. Did drive in a run. First one home, he swings and hits a slow roller towards short. Charging's Burt. He fields it with the backhand and fires the first in time. And it's a very quick 1-2-3, top half of the first inning. Fightin' Phils go down in order. Went to the home half for the first. Reading nothing. Somerset coming to bat. Bottom half of the first inning. Reading nothing in the top half of the frame. Once again, the 1 through 9 for Somerset. George Lombard Jr., Rock Reggio, Rafael Flores, Omar Martinez, Brendan Jones, Cole Gabrielson, Tyler Hardman, Jared Wagner, and Max Burt. On the mound for the Fightin' Phils, it's Jack Dallas. Dallas making his second start of the season, 21st appearance overall. No decisions, no saves, has a 4.13 ERA, 32 2/3 innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, and 11 walks on the season. Behind Jack Dallas in the field, Alex Pinellas plays first, Jose Rodriguez at second, Ada Miller at short, Carson DiMartini plays third. In the outfield, Leandro Pineda in right, Dylan Campbell in center, Hendry Mendez in left, and Caleb Ricketts is the battery mate for Jack Dallas today. So should see a lot of pitchers today for the Fightin' Phils. First of which being Jack Dallas. Got to think the hope is he can get them at least 2. Season high is 2 1/3. So George Lombard Jr. digs in from the right side. First pitch home is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. Dallas last started at Portland last week in May in game 2 of a doubleheader. Went an inning of work in that game. Next pitch misses a bit outside. It's a ball and a strike. Lombard Jr., who had been batting second most of the week, pretty much switches with Rock Reggio in the 1 and 2 hole. Next pitch is a breaking pitch that misses a bit up and into the righty Lombard Jr. Dallas, the righty, works quickly, and he goes from the windup, deals home. That's a curveball in for a called strike. It's 2-2. Wind blowing in from straightaway center field. Bit of a nice breeze currently over the ballpark. Giant American flag in straightaway center. 2-2, swung on, foul. Towards the dugout on the third base side.
Central Jersey. Call that one painter for all your interior and exterior needs.
Lombard Jr. overall a 202 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch to him, swung on, fouled straight back. It'll shoot over the top of the press box and ricochet and find its way back into the seating bowl. Another nice crowd on hand today. Definitely a little thinner than yesterday. I think the heat probably kept some people home compared to what was a more cooler night last night. 2-2, swung on, fouled straight back. Two for 16 this week is George Lombard Jr. Couple of RBI. He's walked twice. He's also struck out 5 times. It's been a long first at-bat to him. Here's pitch number 8 home. Swung on, ground ball foul again. Pass for Raul Dominguez in the third base coach's box. Third-year skipper for the Patriots. Raul Dominguez coaches third. Derek Woodley, the defensive coach, is the first base coach. Still a 2-2 count here to Lombard Jr. Pitch home, swung on and lifted in the air, foul territory behind home plate. Ricketts will watch as it goes foul. And it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. So long first at bat here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count remains to Lombard Jr. Dallas fires and it's swung on, fouled straight back again. It'll stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice catch by a fan off a ricochet.
What a play by me.
Had to juggle and then ultimately found it into his arms. 2-2 the count remains to George Lombard Jr. Jack Dallas winds and deals. Swung on, driven in the air pretty well, deep left. Mendez goes back, he turns, it's over his head, and it 1-hops the wall. Lombard Jr. turns first, so coasts into second base standing up, and it's a leadoff double for George Lombard Jr. So he wins that lengthy battle with Jack Dallas to start off the bottom of the first.
Delicious chicken sandwich compliments of Chick-fil-A. And it's also a Chompathon double. Chompathon is the perfect dog toy for passion chewers, double layers and double flavors. Chomp, chomp, Chompathon.
Double number 8 of the season for George Lombard Jr.
Number 1, Rock Reggio.
It was an 11-pitch at bat. That's what you want from your leadoff man, especially when it's a bullpen game. So Rock Reggio next up digs in from the left side. Jack Dallas from the stretch, first pitch home. Clips the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. Riggio had been hitting leadoff every game this week up until Sunday. I'll step out and get time.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Riggio, good week. 421. He's 8 for 19 overall. Dallas checks the runner, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. 4 doubles, a home run, 7 runs driven in. This week for Rock Riggio. Lombard Jr. leads off second. It's a no ball, 2 strike count. Dallas fires. Swung on, ground ball right side. It'll move the runner to third. Rodriguez gobbles it up, fires the first in time. That's out number 1. George Lombard Jr. moves to third on the play, and that'll bring the DH today, Rafael Flores, up to the plate.
The designated hitter, number 10, Rafael Flores.
Flores in from the right side. Infield comes up for Redding. First pitch is a breaking pitch that's at the belt for a called strike. It's 0-1. Flores a .289 hitter. 14 home runs, 53 runs driven in. Number 54 stands on third for him, and George Lombard Jr. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nice breaking pitch from Jack Dallas, who's looking for a big second out of this inning as George Lombard Jr. leads off third. Redding scoreless in the top of the first. Patriots, nothing across quite yet in the bottom half of the frame. 0-2 the count. Infield stays up. Dallas ready, fires home. Swung on, fouled, straight back, hits the netting, and it stays 0-2.
Patriots fans, make sure you get those 50-50 raffle tickets right now up at the kiosk located.
Flores a .265 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. 3 of his 14 home runs, 32 of his 53 RBI have come with men in scoring position. No balls, 2 strikes, and an out to the righty DH. Dallas set at the belt, deals home. Swung on, ground ball third. Gobbled up by DeMartini, throws home. It is not in time. Caleb Ricketts can't get the tag down in time. It was a great jump by George Lombard Jr. Seems to be some sort of conversation between Ricketts and home plate umpire Garrett Griffin, as well as Carson DeMartini. I think DeMartini's saying that George Lombard Jr. came out of the baseline, impacted the throwing lane for him. But it appears that the call will remain the same. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice for Flores. He's aboard on first, and he gets an RBI. Just a little bit extra too much time for DeMartini to get that throw home. So 1-0 Patriots lead. Up is Omar Martinez, the catcher. Infield drawn back. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. It's 1-0. That was pitch number 19 of this first inning for Jack Dallas. So RBI number 54 this season for Rafael Flores, amongst the leaders in the Eastern League in runs driven in. Next pitch, swung on and fouled. Little cue shot, third base side. It's 1-1. Martinez, a .222 hitter, playing in just his 9th Double-A game. Spelling Rafael Flores behind the plate today. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Change up, 83 from Jack Dallas. Infield back, DeMartini shaded over towards the shortstop spot. Miller plays towards the middle. Jose Rodriguez at second is in a couple of steps and shaded towards first, and Pinellas holds the runner at first. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, a little dribbler foul to the right side.
Hey kids, don't forget post-game running of the
And
bases.
it'll stay 1-2 strikes to
Blue
Omar
Cross Blue
Martinez.
Shield of New Jersey.
Bullpen quiet for the Phils currently. Jack Dallas at 22 pitches in this bottom half of the first inning. We'll see what happens after this inning concludes and if Dallas will come back out for the second. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled straight back. Patriots have done a great job just driving the pitch count up for Jack Dallas in this first inning. Lots of foul balls, especially with 2 strikes. George Lombard Jr. really set the tone with an 11-pitch at-bat to start this home half of the first, which resulted in a double, and he eventually came around the score. Patriots lead at 1-0, 1 out in the first. Pitch home. Swung on, another ground ball foul down the right field line.
The Patriots would like to thank our game sponsor, Bill Leary Air Conditioning and Heating.
Hope that the clubhouse attendants prepared enough baseballs today because we are blitzing through the early supply in this game. 1-2 strikes and an out. Flores leads off first. Dallas set at the belt, fires home. Swung on and another ground ball foul. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat, 3rd straight foul ball.
Bill Leary has been serving the Middlesex County and surrounding areas of Central Jersey for more than 30 years. Bill Leary isn't just another big company. They're just west sides to take care
Martinez
of
3 for 14 this week. 2 of those 3 hits have been doubles. He's also driven in a run. Dallas ready again. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Martinez chased the changeup down low out of the zone. That's strikeout number 1 for Jack Dallas, and that'll bring Brendan Jones to the plate. 26 pitches now for Jack Dallas. Brendan Jones digs in from the left side. 2 down to the inning. Rafael Flores leads off first. They'll check on him, and the DH dives back in safely. Flores, 79 games, 5 for 5 on the base pass as he gets his lead off the bag. Vanellis holds him on. Infield's back, shaded towards the right side against the lefty Jones. Pitch home. Misses down. 1 and no strikes. Dallas did face Somerset one other time this week. Went 2 1/3 innings, which matched the season high back in the doubleheader on Wednesday night. Reading ultimately fell on both ends of that twin bill. 1-0. That's a breaking pitch. Gets the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. Dallas allowed a hit and a run. Walked 2, struck out a season high 4 in a no decision on Wednesday night. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, ground ball foul, first base side. And it's 1 and 2 strikes. Looks like Travis Kuhn is starting to get loose in the Fightin Phillies bullpen, so see if Travis Kuhn gets the bottom half of the second inning. 1-2, 2 outs. Dallas ready, fires home. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jones chases another changeup down and out of the zone. And it's ultimately a 30-pitch first inning for Jack Dallas. He allows 1 run on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We'll head to the second. Patriots, the early lead. It's 1-0.
Today. So the official healthcare
International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. Visit their store at 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville or visit fireworksrus.com. Patriots are on in the bottom half of the first inning. We go to the second. 1-0 our score. Somerset on top. Tristan Vreeling back out for inning number 2 of work for the Patriots. And we'll get the middle third of the running lineup. 4, 5, 6 due up for third-year manager Al Padrique.
Leading off for Reddick, the left fielder, number 18, Henry Mendez.
Al Padrique, of course, the third base coach's box, and Michael Jones, the bench coach, coaches at first. So Henry Mendez will dig in from the left-handed batter's box. First pitch misses down for a ball. It's 1-0. So 1 no strikes to Henry Mendez. Tristan Vreeling, the right-handed pitcher, working out of the stretch. Fires the 1-0. And Mendez will take it on the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-1. Looked like Al Padrique was having a conversation with the third base umpire, Davian Fry. I think back to that Carson DiMartini play last inning. 1-1, and Mendez hacks it in and fouls it straight back. It's 1-2. Mendez and Ricketts were asking the umpires that Lombard Jr. was in the baseline, impeding the throw home from Caleb Ricketts. One ball, 2 strikes to count here to Henry Mendez. Pitch home is taken on the inside corner. That's a called strike 3. So that is out number 1. Second strikeout tonight for Tristan Vreeling. And that'll bring the catcher Caleb Ricketts to the plate. So Travis Kuhn was throwing, or he was about to start throwing when the first inning came to an end. But now the bullpen is quiet with an out here in the inning, which is usually when you'd see a reliever getting up. So looks like Dallas might come back out for the second. First pitch to Ricketts will be taken for a called strike. It's 0-1. That despite throwing 30 pitches in the first inning of this ball game. But I think a day just for Reading desperately needs guys to eat up innings. They're going to ask Dallas to try and get them another. 0-1. Ricketts will take it down. He'll check the swing, and they'll say no swing, so it's 1-1. Tristan Vreeling, a couple of outings last week against Erie. Took the loss a week ago today on Sunday. Gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 hits over 4 1/3. Struck out 5 and walked 3. 1-1. Ricketts swings, cranks one in the air, deep center. Gabrielson turns. The center fielder's at the track, at the wall, and it's over his head, and it's off the wall. Ricketts gets the second. He'll stop there. Jared Wagner did a good job backing up the center fielder and gets the throw in quickly, and it's a 1-out double for Caleb Ricketts, his 7th. And the Fightin' Phillies have a man in scoring position.
Center fielder, number 5, Dylan Campbell.
Maybe another day that one gets out. The wind is blowing in from center, so perhaps a still wind day, or if the wind's out a little bit. Caleb Ricketts has his 3rd home run of the season, but Reading will take it. Now it'll bring Dylan Campbell to the plate. Third baseman Lombard Jr. creeps up towards the cutout, and here's the pitch. And Campbell swings, ground ball 3rd, backhanded by Lombard Jr. He knocked it down, and he's able to fire a throw to first. A bit high, but a good leap by Hardiman, who comes back down on the bag. That's out number 2. 5-3 goes the putout, which brings Alex Pinellas to the plate. Last Tuesday against Erie, it was a no decision for Tristan Vreeling. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits over 2 innings, struck out 3, walked 2. Surrendered a home run, left the game with Somerset down 9-1. That was a rough outing for Tristan Vreeling. First pitch to Pinellas, swings and misses. It's 0-1. Out in front of a curveball at 80 from the right-handed arm. 2 outs in the top half of the second inning. Our Phils trail it 1-0. Caleb Ricketts gets the lead off second. Vreeling fires. Pinellas takes it on the corner for a called strike. It's 0-2. Pinellas, an impressive .407 hitter with men in scoring position this year. He's a .296 hitter when there are 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Pinellas swings at the tapper foul down the first baseline. It'll stay no balls and 2 strikes.
Still bring the heat at the NJIT speed pitch located behind section 217 to see a fast.
Overall, Pinellas a .297 hitter. He's got 4 home runs. He's driven in 20. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And Pinellas swings and a little dribbler down the first base line. It's knocked down by the pitcher, Vreeling, who kicked it for a second, but was able to pick it back up and get underhand flip to first in time, and that is out number 3. So no runs in the inning. Reading did have a hit. 1 man left on base. We're through 1.5. Patriots coming to bat with a 1-0 lead. This inning is brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, PA, outside of Lebanon. So we go to the bottom half of the second inning. 1-0 is our score. The Patriots on top of the Fightin Phils, 1-0. Jack Dallas back out for his second inning of work, despite throwing 30 pitches in the bottom of the first inning. Looked like it may have just been 1 and done for Jack Dallas tonight, but I think Reading just needs the innings today in a bullpen game, so they're going to try to get another inning here out of Jack Dallas.
Delicious slices right here at the ballpark. Check out PrimaPizzaKitchen.com. Leading off for the Patriots is center fielder number 6.
So it'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Patriots here against Dallas in the frame. Cole Gabrielson will lead things off. And he'll dig in from the right side. Dallas's first pitch is swung on, lifted in the air, foul.
School of Management and Labor Relations.
Down the right field line, and it's 0-1.
To get started.
Gabrielson, a .233 hitter this year. Next one home, he swings, pops it in the air, foul again. Down the right field line and out of play. And the count quickly goes to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. To Gabrielson, Dallas winds and fires. That one swung on and lifted out of play, foul to the right side again. And it'll stay no balls and 2 strikes. Gabrielson, quiet week for him, 1 for 12. Does have an RBI, but he has struck out 6 times. 0-2 again is right down the chute, called strike 3. Jack Dallas picks up his 3rd strikeout. He has struck out 3 straight batters dating back to last inning, and that'll bring Tyler Hardman to the plate.
36, Tyler Hardman.
Travis Kuhn is back up and throwing in the Reading bullpen. Of course, the hope is that you do not see him until the 3rd inning. This likely the last frame for Dallas. First pitch to Hardman is cut on and tip foul straight back. It's 0-1. Hardman a .211 hitter this year, just 1 for 8 this week. Does have a double and an RBI, but he has struck out in 5 of his 8 at-bats on the series. 0-1, check swing. They'll not appeal because it won't matter because the pitch was a strike. So it's 0-2. Dallas had no issues winning the race to 2 strikes in the first inning. It was just some long at-bats, especially the one from George Lombard Jr. He worked an 11-pitch at-bat before doubling to lead off the bottom half of the first inning. Next one home is a bit outside for a ball. It's 1-2. Next pitch home. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 4 straight strikeouts for Jack Dallas, who has matched a season high and is out from his outing on Wednesday. And that'll bring Jared Wagner to the plate here for the Patriots. Jared Wagner will dig in from the right-handed batter's box. The 8-hitter with 2 outs in the inning. Dallas' first pitch is swung on, lifted in the air. First base side foul territory. Pinellas gives it a look, but it goes foul. It's 0-1.
And never miss a pitch.
Wagner just a 193 hitter this year. Right-handed bat, 0-1 to him. Is a slider on the outside corner. It's 0-2. So Jack Dallas looking for a season-high 5th strikeout here. No ball, 2-strike count, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. And here's the pitch. Low and away for a ball. It's 1-2. It's the 3rd game of the week for Wagner. He's 2 for 6. Homer and an RBI in the series. Pitch home. Low and away again. It's 2-2. What was pitch number 42 for Jack Dallas this afternoon. Infield back, 2 outs. Dallas fires the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5 straight strikeouts for Jack Dallas. And likely ends his day on a high note as he strikes out the side here in the second. Season high 5 punch-outs for Dallas this afternoon. And we played 2. We'll head to the 3rd. Fightin Phillies coming to bat, trailing Somerset 1-0.
This is the final T-shirt.
Us here at the Fightin Phils want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2025 season here in Baseball Town. Go Fightin Phils and drink more Pepsi.
And still the best.
So top half of the 3rd inning, our Phils trail at 1-0 to Somerset.
Every hospital in state is in network and is a sponsor.
Tristan Freiling is back out for inning at number 3 of work. Finished at 1 above the minimum so far. Double to Caleb Ricketts in the 2nd. And I'll get 8, 9, and 1 of the Phils lineup. Leandro Pineda will be the first that he faces in this 3rd inning. Pineda in from the left side. did not play last night. And here's the pitch. Oh, Pineda swings and fouls it straight down. It's 0-1.
Attention, please. Will Dallas, your check?
Actually, they just called Pineda out.
Once again, will Dallas, your check, and Colin, please report to customer service.
Not
Dallas,
entirely
your
sure
check, and
what
Colin
for. It was the
to
first
customer
pitch of the
service.
at-bat. So Robert Moore's coming up. Al Padrique's arguing with the home plate umpire, Garrett Mitchell. The umps will discuss. Zero idea what just happened. So Pineda is called out. It was a batter interference or something.
The designated hitter,
Actually,
number 58, Robert Moore.
Okay, they're probably calling that the ball hit Pineda. Yeah, it's going as a 2 unassisted. The ball hit Pineda outside of the batter's box is what the call is. So that's out number 1. First pitch to Robert Moore. Tried to check his swing, could not. It's 0-1. Umpires did discuss it, but they're going to say it goes out of the 2 unassisted as Pineda fouled it off and it hit him outside of the batter's box. 0-1 the count to Robert Moore here in the inning with an out gone in the third. Pitch home. Moore swings, drives one towards right center field, and a fall for a base hit in front of a charging Jared Wagner. So that is a 1-out single for Robert Moore.
Shortstop,
And that'll flip the
Aiden
lineup
Miller.
card over to Aiden Miller, who's 0-for-1 today. Travis Kuhn is now up and throwing in the Reading bullpen, so it looks like Kuhn will get at least the third inning. And first pitch to Aiden Miller. He swings, fouls it straight back over our heads here in the press box, and it's 0-1. Miller flew out to deep center his first time up today. Hit it well. Coming off another strong night last night, 2 for 4, runs scored, triple and an RBI. 0-1. Miller swinging a softly hit ground ball right side. First baseman Hardman charges, fields it, applies the tag to Miller for out number 2. 3 unassisted goes to put out. Robert Moore up to second. So basically as
Third
good as a
baseman,
bunt.
Carson
And that'll bring the
DiMartini.
third baseman Carson DiMartini to the plate. So 2 outs, top 3, 1-0 Patriots on top. Robert Moore leads off second. DiMartini's in. He's 0-for-1 tonight with a strikeout. First pitch to him is taken a bit outside. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 from Tristan Vreeling. DiMartini, a .225 hitter on the season. This is 22nd Double-A game. Next pitch is taken down for a ball. It's dropped for a second by the catcher Martinez, but doesn't go far enough away for Robert Moore to think about taking third. Shortstop Max Burt plays shaded towards the second base bag. Lombard Jr. at third is towards the hole, but still a pretty sizable gap between short and third right now. 2-0 to the lefty. DiMartini swings and fouls it straight back. It's 2-1.
Provider of today's Press Rock Catering, Zupco's Tavern in Denellen. Check them out at zupcostavern.com for more information.
On the right side of the infield, Riggio straight up at second. Hardman very much guarding the line at first. Outfield plays pretty straight up. Left footer Jones maybe in a couple of steps from normal positioning. And here's the pitch. DiMartini takes it up and away. It's 3-1. DiMartini hitting just 107 since being called up to Reading with runners in scoring position. He's a 190 hitter when batting with 2 outs. Robert Moore leads off second. Max Burt shades behind him. Vreeling at 25 pitches, fires home. And DiMartini swings a broken bat flare. Shallow left center. Back goes Burt, the shortstop. And he'll track it down and make the catch. That's out number 3. So another base runner for the Fightin' Phils, but no runs to show for it on a hit and 1 man left on base. We will head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Patriots still lead it 1-0. Bottom half of the 3rd inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. 1-0 our score here in the home half of the 3rd. Somerset still on top. New pitcher is in for the Fightin Phillies. It's Travis Kuhn making his 25th appearance. 6-3 record, a 6 ERA, 30 innings pitched, 24 strikeouts, and 18 walks. So Kuhn is in for Jack Dallas. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 of the Patriots lineup here. The shortstop Max Burt will be the first that Travis Kuhn faces. So Kuhn, the second guy out in this bullpen game on Sunday afternoon. Max Burt digs in from the right side, sports that red arm sleeve on the right hand. First pitch from Travis Kuhn, who sports the red glove, is in for a strike at 0-1. Sinker at 93 from Kuhn. Burt just a 198 hitter. Next pitch home is another fastball down the chute for a called strike at 0-2. It's been a tough go for it as of late for Kuhn. Over his last 3 outings, he's gone 3 innings. He's allowed 7 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned. 3 walks, just 2 strikeouts, and a couple of home runs. And the 0-2 is waved on and whiffed by Max Burt. That's strikeout number 1 for Kuhn. And it's also the 6th straight strikeout that running pitching has recorded against Somerset. And that'll flip the lineup card back over to George Lombard Jr. So final line on Jack Dallas, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, no walks and 5 strikeouts for the righty. Season high in strikeouts for him. First pitch to Lombard Jr. hits him square in the left elbow. Lombard Jr. is hunched over in some pain on the right side of the home plate dirt circle. So that'll bring Raul Dominguez out. Also the athletic trainer Jordan Gastola for the Patriots. Lombard Jr. is back to his feet and taking a slow walk down the first base line. Got an almost the first base. You can tell he's in some pain. Hunched over as he removes some of his equipment. Hands it to the Somerset bat boy, and George Lombard Jr. will stay in the game at first base. So it is a hit by pitch. Snaps a spell of 6 straight outs, all via the strikeout, recorded by Fightin Phil's pitching. And that'll bring Rock Riggio to the plate.
The second baseman, Rock Riggio.
So Rock Riggio will dig on in from the left-handed batter's box. 1 out in the inning and a man on first. Infield will look to turn 2. Riggio squares the bunt, pulls it back. Takes a sinker at 93 down for a ball. It's 1-0. Rock Riggio 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second. Back in the first. His only time out. The next pitch is a breaking pitch that Kuhn loses, hits Reggio square in the back. So back-to-back hit by pitches by Travis Kuhn of George Lombard Jr. and now Rock Reggio. So two of the Yankees' more higher rated prospects. Obviously the crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark not too fond of those back-to-back hit by pitches. Nonetheless though, that'll bring Rafael Flores up. Before that, Brad Bergeson is out of the dugout to talk to Travis Kuhn.
Don't do another repair to your home until you speak to Bill Leary Air Conditioning and Heating. Visit them on the concourse to see how to save on your energy bills. Bill Leary Air Conditioning and Heating, good for the environment and good for you. Visit them on the concourse right now and at BillLeary.net.
Brad Bergeson, the third-year pitching coach of the Phillies. Gets back to the dugout. Was the pitching coach in 21, 23, and 25. Spent 2022 and 2024 with High A Jersey Shore. That'll bring Rafael Flores to the plate. The ever so dangerous Flores. 0 for 1 tonight, grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first, but did drive in a run. First pitch to Flores, takes it for a strike. It's 93. Pretty much right down the chute from Travis Kuhn. His RBI in the first. Flores up to 54 runs driven in on the season. Ranked second in the Eastern League in that category. The next pitch misses low and away for a ball. It's 1-1 to Rafael Flores. Good week for him so far, 5 for 17. He's doubled 3 times, homered. He's driven in 6. Runners dance off first and second, get their leads. Here's the pitch. And Flores swings and he hits a high fly ball right side of the infield. Drifting into the outfield grass goes to second baseman Rodriguez. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring Omar Martinez to the plate. Very nonchalant catch there from Rodriguez. Kind of caught it off to his side. I don't know if the coaching staff would be too fond of that, but it's an out, and that's what you'll take. So Omar Martinez digs in from the left side. Infield will play back with 2 outs. Reggio on first, Lombard Jr. on second. Both were hit by pitches after the leadoff strikeout by Max Burt. Kuhn will step off and check on the runners. Pinellas deep in the hole at first. Rodriguez straight up at second. Miller at short, shaded by the second base bag. DeMartini plays about a third of the way off the bag at third. First pitch, Martinez waving a whiff. It's 0-1. It's a sunny Sunday here from TD Bank Ballpark. Barely any clouds in the sky. Nice breeze, though. Flags blowing in from left towards left center. Smell sunscreen as well. Next pitch is a strike. It's 0-2. Pretty sure a pretty high UV index today, I'd be willing to guess. So everyone outside probably smart to apply the sunscreen. Luckily, though, for us, the sun sets over top of the press box, so it's pretty much out of our face. It was pretty harshly in our faces when we got here around 10:30-ish this morning. Flores steps out and gets time. Nothing to the count to Omar Martinez. Men on first and second, 2 outs in a 1-0 game in the third. Kuhn fires home, swung on and fouled off to the left side and out of play.
So be careful and stay hydrated, and remember that the
Sinker at 95 from
have air conditioning. Thank you, and please enjoy
Travis Kuhn. Reminder over the PA system about staying hydrated and utilizing the air conditioning in the ticket office and/or the Somerset team store. 0-2, both runners go. Martinez swings, fouls it back and out of play. It stays 0-2. Both runners have to retreat.
What's going on with your Patriots? You can get access to news and stats and
Pitch number 13 of the inning from Travis Kuhn. So you wonder if he gets this batter here quickly, if they'll give him a second inning. 0-2 the count remains to Omar Martinez. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. And I'll take the fastball down at the feet for a ball. It's 1-2. Martinez, a .222 hitter, entering play today. Home run, 2 RBIs. This is 9th game at the AA level. 1-2. Swung on a little tapper down the first base line. Kuhn scoops it, and he's able to apply the tag, and he gets Martinez out. So 1 on an assist that goes to put out, retires this side in the third. Patriots, no runs, no hits. Couple of men who are both hit by pitches left on base, and we will head to the 4th inning. Fightin' Phillies trail at 1-0. Top half of the 4th inning. And every Tuesday, all active military and veterans receive $3 off box seats thanks to Burke's Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center. Tristan Vreeling back out for the Patriots. 1-0 ball game. Somerset on top in this top of the 4th inning. Part of the lineup to up for the Phillies. 3, 4, 5. Jose Rodriguez will lead things off for Reading here in the frame.
Visit one of their showrooms and plan out your next home project. Check them out at jiggerlumber.com.
So Rodriguez digs in from the right side, going against the 24-year-old Tristan Vreeling.
Leading off for Reading.
Vreeling, who was a 3rd-round draft pick by the Yankees in 2022. Signed with New York for $611,000, was the 71st ranked draft prospect back in 2022. And he'll face Jose Rodriguez to start this inning. First pitch home. Rodriguez takes it outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Vreeling played his college ball at Gonzaga. 1-0 is outside and away, 2-0.
Kira Ryan, Isaac Scott, please report to customer service. Kira Ryan, Isaac Scott to customer service.
2 balls, no strikes to count to Jose Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Next pitch, big swing and a miss. It's 2-1. And we've talked about that with Jose Rodriguez. He's always good for kind of one big swing per at bat. Got a hitter's count there. Figured he'd let one rip if he got a pitch to hit. Now he kind of settles back in and shortens things up. 2-1, Rodriguez swings, floats one, right field line, racing over is Darren Wagner. It'll fall for a base hit. Wagner bobbles it. Rodriguez takes advantage, heads to second, and he'll get in there safely with a head-first dive. So it's going to be a leadoff base hit for Jose Rodriguez. We'll see what they roll it, though, whether it's a single and an E9 or if it's a double. I feel like it's going to be a single and an E9 just because I don't think Rodriguez was going the second. But, of course, if you're Reading, you'll certainly take it. I see a hit on the board, and I don't see an error yet. Nonetheless, though, Andre Mendez steps up with a runner in scoring position and no outs. See if Reading can find a way to get him home here. First pitch to Andre Mendez. Swung on, ground ball right side through the whole base hit. Rodriguez around third. Wagner has it up with the throw. It's cut off. Rodriguez in safely. And it's an RBI single for Andre Mendez, and the Fightin' Phillies lead it. Fightin' Phillies tie it 1-1. So good piece hitting there by Mendez. Gets RBI number 38. Evens the score at 1 apiece. That'll bring Caleb Ricketts up. So they did rule it a double also for Jose Rodriguez. That's his second double since rejoining Reading a couple of weeks back. So now let's see if Reading can pour some more runs on here in the fourth. It's a 1-1 game. Vreeling fires home. Ricketts will take it inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Ricketts doubled his first time up. Hit one well. That hit off the base of the center field wall. If the wind was not blowing in at the time, probably had a chance to get out. 1-0. Ricketts swings and he pops it up. Foul territory, third base side. Lombard Jr. gives it a look, but it'll go out of play about 4 rows deep on the third base side, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Want to change the look of your home or business at a fair price? Call that one painter for all your interior and exterior needs.
Second pro season for Tristan Vreeling. Did not pitch in 2023. I'll throw over and take a look at Hendry Mendez. He's back in safely. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2. After Vreeling was drafted in 2022, the Yankees shut him down and put him on a weight training and diet routine because they wanted him to get bigger. He was 195 pounds when drafted, and he was able to get his weight up to 230 pounds. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And Ricketts swings and misses at a sinker down in the dirt. So that's strikeout number 3 today for Tristan Vreeling. First out of the inning for Dylan Campbell. So he put on about 35 pounds throughout the 2022 offseason. Came into 2023 and he sustained a stress fracture in his pitching elbow and ended up spending the entire 2023 season on the IL. He started to ramp up in July. By the time he was ready to pitch in games, the season was already over. First pitch to Dylan Campbell is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. He did, though, pitch in the Arizona Fall League in October, November 2023. Started 5 games, struck out 15 over 10 2/3 innings pitched, so was able to get some work in 2023. Next pitch on the outside corner to Campbell. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes in and out here to Dylan Campbell. Mendez leads off first in a 1-1 game. And the pitch home. Campbell swing and a foul tip, squeezed by the catcher Martinez. He's down on strikes, so back-to-back strikeouts here for Tristan Vreeling. He's up to 4 today, and there's 2 outs in the inning for Alex Benelis. Then the Yankees wasted no time pushing Vreeling in his first pro season in 2024. Started the year in Somerset, spent all of 2024 with the Patriots. And first, before they'll throw over, they'll check on Alex Benelis. Excuse me, they'll check on Hendry Mendez at first base. Mendez had the RBI single a couple of batters ago to score Jose Rodriguez and tie the game. Benelis is swinging a miss. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Benelis will take that one a bit inside. Ball and a strike. So Vreeling has not seen Reading yet this year. He did make 3 appearances last year against the Phillies. A 1-1 record, 4.05 ERA. Did strike out 14 and walk just 1 over 13 1/3 innings pitched. Some out of the bullpen, some as a starter for Vreeling. Next pitch, Benelis swings. Ground ball, it'll sneak through the hole, right side, base hit. Around second, heading towards third goes Mendez. Wegner's throw will be late. And it's a 2-out single for Alex Benelis. Third hit of the inning for the Phillies, and it puts men on the corners for Leandro Pineda. Another hit there for Alex Benelis, his 4th of the week, as he has just been red hot over the last couple of weeks. 110 off the bat on that base hit for Alex Pinella. So let's see if Pineda can come through here with 2 outs and put the Fightin' Phils on top. It's a 1-1 game, top of the 4th inning on this Sunday series finale between Reading and Somerset. First one to Pineda. He swings and a ground ball foul on the right field line. Hit it hard, 103 off the bat, but a little out in front of that fastball at 91. Men on the corners, time's called. Pineda 0 for 1 tonight. Pitch to him is a breaking pitch, misses up, it's 1-1. 44 pitches for Tristan Freeling today. Pineda ran himself into an out his first time up in the second. Next pitch is a sinker, misses a bit down, it's 2-1. Pineda basically hit one just outside of the batter's box in foul territory, and he ran into it outside of the batter's box, so he was called out. Now he has a chance to drive in a run here at least as Mendez leads off third. Pinella's on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. It's been a tough go of it this season for Leandro Pineda, hitting just 196. He's got 4 home runs. He's driven in 18. It's really been a tough go against Somerset. Just 2 for 26 against the Patriots. 1 for 6 this week. Does have an RBI. Also struck out 3 times. 2-2. Pineda takes it down low, counts full. And with 2 outs, that means that Pinellas will be off and running from first. So he'll get a jump start. Should Pineda be able to find the gap here. 6th batter of the inning to face Tristan Freeling. It's all right, he leans in, gets the sign. He'll set himself for the first base side of the rubber. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Pineda goes down on strikes. 5th strikeout of the game for Tristan Freeling. And overall, in the inning, Reading does score a run. They had 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on base. We will head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Tie ball game, 1 apiece. Klein is proud to be the official transportation provider of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Klein Transportation gets our Phils to all their road trips throughout the 2025 season. For more information, go to KleinTransportation.com. So we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, 1-1 ball game. Fightin' Phils scored a run last inning to tie the ball game up. Travis Kuhn is back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Stranded a couple of runners, not allowing a run in the 4th inning. And it'll be 5, 6, 7 to appear in the frame for the Patriots. Brendan Jones leads off. First pitch from Kuhn is there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Surfside sunshine in a can.
Kuhn 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Struck out swinging back in the 1st. his lone plate appearance in this contest. Next pitch, Jones swings. Ground ball towards the middle. Rodriguez dives at second, and it's by him in the center for a base hit. So leadoff single for Brendan Jones. Second hit today for the Patriots. And that'll bring Cole Gabrielson to the plate for Somerset.
The center fielder, Cole Gabrielson.
It's a bullpen game today for the Fightin' Phils. Jack Dallas went 2 innings to start. Redding's going to try to get 2 out of Travis Kuhn. First pitch up and in to Gabrielson. It's 1-0. Kuhn has gone 5 innings this year. He's done it on 5 occasions. Most recently on May the 30th against Erie. Next pitch is a check swing. They will appeal. No swing, says first base umpire Trevor Patience. So the count goes 2-0. Phillies signed Kuhn as a minor league free agent back in late March after he was released by Seattle. Next pitch is a curveball that misses a bit up, I guess. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Garrett Griffin, our crew chief, has balls and strikes today. As we mentioned, Trevor Patience at first, Davian Fry at third for this umpiring crew. 3-0 is at the knees for a called strike. It's 3-1. Kuhn spent all of last year with Arkansas, the Travelers, and the Mariners organization. Also pitched in the Arizona Fall League following the 2024 season. 3-1 pitch, swung on a line drive foul out of play down the right field line. The count goes full now to Cole Gabrielson. Gabrielson 0 for 1 today, 1 for 13 on the week. Struck out 7 times. And they'll throw it over to first inning. First base, back in is Brendan Jones. Jones just 4 for 5 on the base paths. This is 26th game at the AA level. The 3-2. Swung on, lifted in the air towards right center. Over and back goes Pineda, and the right footer tracks it down to make the catch. That's out number 1, so good job by Travis Kuhn after starting the count 3-0 to get Gabrielson the fly out. And that'll bring Tyler Hardman to the plate. Hardman digs on in from the right side. Infield back and looking to twist 2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 game. Pitch home is in tight. Hardman takes it for a ball. It's 1-0 to the righty. DeMartini's pretty straight up at third. Aiden Miller is normal's positioning, but in a couple of steps. Rodriguez towards the second base bag and in a couple. And Alex Pinellas holds the runner on at first. Here's the pitch. Is top of the zone for a called strike. It's 1-1. Gunnar Mayer is beginning the throw for the Fightin' Phils, as Travis Kuhn is at 25 pitches here in his second inning of work, and they'll check on Jones, who's back in safely. So a ball and a strike here to Tyler Hardman. 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. The 4 through 9 hitters all struck out their first times up today. And the 1-1 is a fastball 92 blown by Gabrielson, who swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Leading off first is Brendan Jones. Pitch to Hardman. He swings and he lifts it in the air towards left. Mendez, I don't think saw it at first, then he turns and it's way out of the ballpark. 2-run home run for Tyler Hardman. Puts the Patriots back on top. 3-1 ball game. Hardman's 12th of the year. RBIs number 35 and 36 for Hardman. And that'll bring Jared Wagner to the plate. 85-mile-per-hour pitch that was up and in. Still in the zone, 385 feet, 105 off the bat. Travis Kuhn gives up a home run now for the third straight outing. Here's the first pitch to Wagner. It's over for a called strike. It's 0-1. I don't think many people in the ballpark thought that was going out just because Hendry Mendez did not move at first. I don't think Mendez saw it off the bat, and then it was obviously way out of the ballpark. Next pitch is up and in for a ball. It's 1-1. So in a week where yards have been very hard to come by for the Fightin Phils. And now trail at 3-1 here in the fourth. Next pitch, swung on, popped up. Foul territory behind home plate. Ricketts will take a look at it, but it does land about 10 rows deep out of play. So now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. That was pitch number 30 for Travis Kuhn. As we said, it's just been a tough go as of late. 3 runs allowed in his last 3 outings. Now 2 surrendered here today. So that's 11 runs, 10 earned over his last 2 appearances. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Jared Wagner goes down on strikes. It's the second strikeout for Travis Kuhn. And that's out number 2 here in the inning. And that'll bring Max Burt to the plate.
Shortstop, Max Burt.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest.
So 9-hitter is up for Somerset. Burt has faced Kuhn once. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is a curveball that misses up and in. It's 1-0. I think really as of late for Kuhn, we're seeing it today especially, just really a struggle to get on top of his breaking pitches. Next pitch is fouled straight back. It's 1-1. Just everything is kind of up in the zone hanging. And that's kind of what's hurt Kuhn these last few outings. An inability to really bury that breaking pitch and get swing and misses on it. On a strike, here's the pitch. Another breaking pitch that hung up, but luckily it's just fouled to the left side. It's 1-2. One-two count, 2 outs to Max Burt. Bottom 4, 3-1 Patriots on top. Here's the pitch, and that's a fastball that misses up. It's 2-2. Looks like Gunnar Mayer is pretty much ready. The Reading bullpen, so we'll see if this is the last batter no matter what for Kuhn. 2-2 is a pitch way in the dirt. It's 3-2. So the count runs full now to Max Burt with 2 outs in the inning. Bases are empty, so no runners to worry about for Kuhn. Applies some rosin to his right hand, spikes the rosin bag down. Full count, here's the pitch. And that hits him. Fastball up and in to Max Burt. Gets him. The 3rd hit batter of the game by Travis Kuhn. And that's going to be the end of the day for him. Al Patriots coming out of the dugout. Already makes the call to the bullpen. So step into your future for this Vernon University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. We'll have the new pitcher for Reading coming up after this in the Fightin Phils Radio Network. New pitcher in from the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen for the Fightin Phillies. It's Gunnar Mayer. Mayer making his 23rd appearance. He's 2-3. He's got a 4.66 ERA, 29 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, and 20 walks for Gunnar Mayer. Who inherited a runner on first base from Travis Kuhn. Unable to finish this fourth inning, going an inning and 2/3. And it'll be the top of the Somerset lineup up here against Mayer. Third time to the plate for George Lombard Jr. So Travis Kuhn inning and 2/3, 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Currently responsible for 2 runs. This came on a 2-run home run from Tyler Hardman in this inning.
George Lombard Jr.
And Gunnar Mayer's trying to keep the deficit where it's at 3-1. So Lombard Jr. in from the right side. He's been aboard twice. Runner goes in the first pitch, which is a strike. Throw to second is not in time. And that's going to be a stolen base for Max Burt, his 8th of the season. And it is no balls and 1 strike as that fastball is on the outside corner to the righty bat. Lombard Jr.'s doubled scored. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air pretty well. Deep left center. Mendez goes back. So does Campbell. Mendez reaches up and makes the catch as he collides into the wall in left center field. So nice play there by Hendry Mendez to end the 4th inning. Patriots, though, get 2 more runs. They did it on a pair of base hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. We will head to the 5th. Somerset back on top. It's 3-1. Top half of the 5th inning, and it's time for today's Fightin Phillies Alumni Report presented by Deer Country Farm and Lawn. Take a look through a couple of affiliates yesterday. Phillies a 5-1 win against Cincinnati. Ranger Suarez started. 1 run on 5 hits over 5 innings. Orion Kirkering pitched a scoreless inning, and Alec Boehm had a 2-run home run. Also in Lehigh Valley, how about this? Adonis Medina pitched for the Fightin Phillies in 2019. Signed back to the Phillies. He's in the Lehigh Valley. He started yesterday, went 2 innings. Gabriel Rincones Jr. had a double. Justin Crawford. Brandon Rincones had 2 hits in a loss for Lehigh Valley. So top 5, 3-1 Patriots on top. 9-1-2 due up for Reading. Robert Moore leads things off here against Tristan Vreeling. Righty back out for inning number 5. Moore takes the first pitch, a curveball. For a call struck, it's 1-0.
That's 844-REACH-NJ.
Moore singled his only time up tonight. Back in the 3rd, eventually was stranded. Swing and a miss on the 1-0. It's a ball and a strike. Moore 213 overall on the season. He's the active leader in doubles with 15. Tied with Leandro Pineda in that category. And the 1-1 is swung on and foul straight back out of play. It's 1-2.
Please report to customer service. Patrick and Victoria Sansone to customer service.
Moore's got 5 home runs. He's driven in 26. Playing time a bit more sporadic as of late. 1-2. Moore swings, drives one towards left center. Gabrielson dashes over towards the alley, tracks it down. And the center fielder makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll flip the lineup card over for the 3rd time today and bring Aiden Miller to the plate for the R Phils.
Shortstop,
Miller 0 for 2 today, but entering play today, he's had a good week, hitting .353 and OPS over 1100. 5 runs, a triple, home run, 2 RBIs, also 4 for 5 in stolen bases. First pitch to Miller's a curveball that misses up. It's 1-0. Miller up to 31 stolen bases on the season and 37 total attempts. Is back tied with Nick Morabito for the Eastern League lead in stolen bases. Here's the 1-0. Miller takes that at the knees for a called strike. It's 1-1. Miller also second in the Phillies organization in stolen bases. Oscar Mercado with Lehigh Valley sits at 32. Justin Crawford's got 26 this season. 1-1. Miller swing and a miss, 1-2. Out in front of a slider at 82 from Vreeling. I think if you asked people before the season and you said who would have more stolen bases, Justin Crawford or Aiden Miller on July the 6th, I think every person would have said Justin Crawford. Well, Aiden Miller's not just leading, but he clears him by 5 total stolen bases. 1-2 is bounced, 2-2. Miller, the first star Phil to steal 31 or more bags in a season since Roman Quinn did it back in 2016. Last fighting to have 30 was Johan Rojas, who had 30 exactly in the first half of the 2023 season before his call up to Philadelphia. 2-2. Miller swings, skies into the air towards right. Not deep, back goes Wagner, the right fielder. Camps under it, makes the catch. That's out number 2. That'll bring Carson DiMartini to the plate.
Jersey Cyclone Brewing, located just off exit 10 in Somerset, and now available here at TD Bank Ballpark. Currently serving on the first base side.
Miller also of his 31 stolen bases. Just the 5th Reading player since the 2010 season to steal 30 or more bags in a season. So it's a very impressive year we're witnessing from Aiden Miller on the base pass. First pitch of DiMartini, he swings, hits one well. Left center field, Gabrielson back at the track, at the wall, looks up, and that one is gone. The first AA home run for Carson DiMartini. 393 feet, 102 off the bat, and Carson DiMartini puts the Phils within 1. It's a 3-2 ball game. That'll bring Jose Rodriguez to the plate.
Second baseman, Jose Rodriguez.
So Jose Rodriguez digs in. He doubled and scored a run his last time up. It's going to feel great for Carson DiMartini. First pitch is a ball. It's 1-0. Rodriguez doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder to reset himself. He's ready to go for the next pitch. Jose Rodriguez 1 for 2 in today's game. Double and a run scored. And the pitch home. Rodriguez swings in a little cue shot, first base side. Tracked down by Harmon. He'll flip to the pitcher. Freeling covering, and he gets there, so it's in time. 1-3 goes to put out, but it does retire the side here in the 5th. 1 run in the inning for Reading on 1 hit. It was the Carson DiMartini home run. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We're halfway home here from TD Bank Ballpark. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-2, Patriots on top. Bottom half of the 5th inning is presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. So Fightin Phillies did get one back in the top of the fifth thanks to a home run from Carson DiMartini.
They are a lucky contestant for the New York Life Grand Slam inning. If the Patriots hit a Grand Slam in this inning, then Reina
And it's
Castillo
2-3-4 due up for Somerset here in the inning. Gunnar Mayer back out for what is his first full inning of work. And Rock Reggio will be the first that he faces here in the inning.
Rock Reggio.
So Reggio digs in from the left side here against Mayer. First pitch home is good outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Gunnar Mayer faced just one Patriots hitter in the fourth. Got George Lombard Jr. to fly out the left. And a ball that was hit pretty deep. And the next pitch is at the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. Mayer entered in relief of Travis Kuhn, who went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs both earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts, also hit 3 batters. Next pitch is a ball. It's 2-1. Second time this year that an R-Phil pitcher has hit 2 batters. Excuse me, hit 3 batters. Braden Fausnall did it against Harrisburg back in early June. Next pitch is a ball. It's up and away, and it's 3-1 here to Rock Reggio. Reggio 0 for 1 today, was hit by a pitch back in the third. One of those hit by pitches from Travis Kuhn. Here's the pitch, and that is a bit inside, ball 4.
That's the New York Life first walk. Congratulations, fans in section.
First walk issued by R-Phil's pitching today. Reggio aboard for the second straight at bat, and that'll bring Rafael Flores to the plate for Somerset. Big spot in this ball game really for Gunnar Mayer and Reading pitching. You want to keep this deficit where it's at. Reading has gotten runs in each of the last 2 innings. And you're the 3rd time through the order now against Tristan Vreeling. Of course, we'll see how much longer he stays out for. First pitch to Flores, a fastball up and away. It's 1-0. Gunnar Mayer, first full season in Double-A. Spent the last week of the year with Reading in 2024. 1-0 is a fastball right at the knees for a strike. It's 1-1. Spent the entire duration of the high A season with Jersey Shore a year ago. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Good cutter there from Gunnar Mayer. Time is now called by Rafael Flores. Flores, who's 0 for 2 in today's game, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up, but he did get an RBI as George Lombard Jr. scored on the play. And he popped up to second base his last time up. 1-2 the count to Flores. Mayer ready, fires home. That one misses just up, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Flores, 287. He's got 23 doubles, 14 home runs, 53 runs driven in. Next pitch is down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count goes. 23 doubles, tied for 2nd in the Eastern League. Keen Anthony's 21, still tied for 4th, and he hasn't played in Double-A for almost a month now. 3-2, runner goes. Pitch swung on and cued, straight back foul.
This beautiful
Count
day for
stays
baseball
full.
is brought to you by Surfside Vodka and Tea. Be sure to take a walk on first base side of the concourse behind home plate and grab a can of delicious
Whereas
Surfside
2nd in the
Vodka
Eastern
and
League
Tea.
in RBI with 54. He also is 5th in the league in batting average at 289. Henry Mendez 7th with his 284 mark entering play today. 3-2, no outs. And here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Pitch is swung on. Ground ball towards the middle. Miller goes to second. They do not get the runner there. But the relay to first from Rodriguez is in time. So it's going to go down as a 6-4-3 out. Reggio safe at second. And good thing he was stealing, or else that would have been a tailor-made double play. That'll bring Omar Martinez to the plate with 1 out. In the very unconventional 6-4-3.
Omar Martinez.
Put out. So Martinez 0 for 2 today, digs in from the left side. Man on second, 1 out, bottom 5, 3-2, Patriots lead. And here's the pitch, is a bit outside for a ball, it's 1-0. Martinez has struck out, he's grounded back out to the pitcher. Just his 9th game at the AA level for Omar Martinez. And they had the runner off the bag, and they pick him off. Great move, great job by Aiden Miller as well to sneak behind Rock Reggio. And they pick him off 1-6 on the putout. And that's out number 2. Great work all around between Gunnar Mayer and Aiden Miller. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to count to Omar Martinez. Base is clear, 2 outs. That one misses up for a ball, it's 2-0. Two the count here to Martinez. Pitch home from Mayer. That's outside, 3-0. Gunnar Mayer has been in the Phillies system for over half a decade now. Was a 5th-round pick. Pretty young at San Joaquin Delta Junior College in California, where he played in 2019. That's the year he was drafted. Swinging at the 3-0 pitch is Martinez, and he fouls it off to the third base side. It's 3-1. Initially was a starter. Led Jersey Short starts in 2023, but converted to a reliever where he made 41 appearances in 2024 with the Blue Claws. 3-1, swung on, broken back, ground ball towards the middle. Backhanded Rodriguez throws the first off balance, but it's on the money, and that will retire the side here in the 5th. 4-3 goes the putout. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base for the Patriots. 1 of the 6, Somerset still on top. It's 1-0.
Unfortunately, the Patriots.
Top half of the 6th inning here from TD Bank Ballpark. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinky Spring, it offers a true test of golf on a championship-style course. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more info. So 3-2, Patriots on top of the Fightin' Phils.
Sponsored by the School of Engineering at Rutgers University. With 10 engineering majors, a study and summer programs for younger students. Rutgers Engineering is
Kristen Freeling is
Learn more at soe.rutgers.edu.
back on the mound for the Patriots. And I just looking at the Phillies score and saw that Zach Wheeler had a perfect game going through 4. I put the game on, and he gave up a home run. So shutout over, perfect game is over. So I will take responsibility for that jinx. 3-2 game, top 6. Hendry Mendez in. First pitch, he swings. Ground ball foul. Right side, it's 0-1. So 4, 5, 6 due up here for Reading in the inning. Reading trails by 1. Pitch from Freeling. Mendez will take it down for a ball. It's 1-1. That was the 62nd pitch tonight for Tristan Freeling. He's gone only as high as 72 this year. Did that in his last outing against Erie, matched a season high. 1-1. Mendez swinging a little tapper out in front of the plate. It's rolling down the first base line. Vreeling will let it go foul.
Attention, Patriots
He
fans,
scoops
in
it up,
honor
so
of
it's
the
1
holiday
ball
weekend,
and 2
stop by
strikes.
the Patriots team store, cool off, and enjoy 20% off all Stars and Stripes and Armed Forces apparel.
Reading does have bullpen
Don't
action
forget to get
going.
yourself
It's
a spray
Saul
tan, too.
Tehran,
All while supplies
who's
last
up
now
and getting loose.
at the official Patriots
Tehran,
team
who is
store.
promoted from IA Jersey Shore today after just 8 appearances here to Reading. Mitch Newborn was promoted to AAA Lehigh Valley earlier today as well. Got the start today for the Iron Pigs. Looks like Tehran is going to make his AA debut. It looks like in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Mendez swinging a ground ball right side. Backhand in the hole by Tyler Hardman at first. Flips to the pitcher, Vreeling covering, touches the bag. That's out number 1. 3-1 goes the put out. That'll bring Caleb Ricketts to the
The
plate.
catcher, Caleb Ricketts.
So Ricketts digs in from the left side, one out here in the top of the 6th. So it was a solid outing for Mitch Newborn today. Went 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Iron Pigs, though, down 6-1 in the 6th. Michael Mercado has been tagged for 4 runs in 2/3 of an inning of work. First pitch, Ricketts swings, and he grounds it foul.
It's Mr. Softy Ice Cream time. Head on up to the concession stands for some frosty,
Jersey Shore
delicious
trails
Mr. Softy ice
Wilmington
cream.
3-1,
Get Mr. Softy
bottom
cone,
6.
cup, or shake
Clearwater
the
is
three different
cruising over
flavors
Tampa,
of
12-3,
with Mr.
bottom
Softy
half
ice
of the
cream.
7th inning. And the final game of that series over at the Yankees complex. Here's the 0-1. Ricketts will take that up 1-1. Tampa has to play some of their games on the backfield at the Yankees complex because of the Tampa Bay Rays playing at the main stadium for them, George Steinbrenner Field. And Ricketts swings, skies it in the air, foul territory, right field side. Riggio, Wegner both go over, and the ball lands foul in the Patriots bullpen.
All right,
It's
kids,
1
don't
ball
forget,
and 2
immediately
strikes.
following the game, running of the bases. Brought to you by
Lots of
Horizon
good days
Blue
for
Cross
Clearwater
Blue
today.
Shield
John
of New
Spikerman,
Jersey.
2 for 5, 3 runs, 2 RBI. TJ Walton, 2 for 5, 2 runs and an RBI. Aurelio Firibus, 2 for 4, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Nicole Puaku Grego, 2 for 4, 2 runs driven in. Only 1 extra base hit, though, today for Clearwater. So 11 singles out of their 12 hits. Ricketts again swings and fouls it down the right field line. It stays 1-2. Eduardo Tayit had a double. He's 1 for 4, runs scored and an RBI. Dante Nori surprisingly 0 for 4, but he scored a run. Arun Escobar 1 for 2, 2 runs. But he was lifted for the game for a pinch hitter. Hopefully it's not injury related. And Ricketts swings and misses. He's down on strikes. So that's strikeout number 6 for Tristan Vreeling tonight. 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring Dylan Campbell to the plate.
Center fielder, Dylan Campbell.
Of course, Arun Escobar, one of those guys that the Phillies are very high on, the 20-year-old infielder. Kind of think a promotion might be in line for him at some point later this summer. First pitch to Campbell. Take a breaker for a called strike. It's 0-1. 3-2 is our score. Top half of the 6th inning. Somerset on top. 2 outs and the base is empty. Vreeling fires, swing and a miss by Campbell. It's 0-2. Probably the last inning for Vreeling. He's been incredibly efficient today. 71 pitches in total for the righty. And if he gets one more out here and he's done, he'll get himself a quality start. 0-2, Campbell swings, pokes it, first base side, into foul territory goes Hardman, and he'll make the catch, and that will retire this side. So our Phil's down quietly here in the 6th. 1-2-3 inning from Tristan Vreeling. We're through 5.5 on the bottom of the 6th inning. Our Phil's trail at 3-2. go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. This day in Baseball Town history is presented by Body Zone Sports and Wellness, the official workout facility of the Phillies. July 6, 2005 at Reading, Cole Hamels makes his long-anticipated Baseball Town debut against Akron. Hamels struggles in the first inning, a wild pitch, run error, hit batter, and a walk, but settles down to finish with 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, and 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. He gives up the first home run of his pro career to Brad Snyder in the 6th. Also, Broadway Charlie Wagner, who the press box is named after at First Energy Stadium, receives his World Series ring at a pregame ceremony. That, of course, coming from the Boston Red Sox 2004 World Series. So, bottom 6, 3-2 game. Somerset leads. New pitcher in for Reading and firing his first pitch home, and it's swung on by Brendan Jones towards center, into the left center gap, and it's Mendez who tracks in, makes the catch for out number 1, and it's Saul Teran making his Double-A debut today for the Fightin Phillies. Has split the season between Clearwater and Jersey Shore with the Threshers, a 1 ERA over 15 outings, 4 for 4 in saves, and Jersey Shore was promoted on June the 2nd, a 2.61 ERA over 8 outings, and he's 5 for 5 in save opportunities. Here's Cole Gabrielson, first pitch, he swings at it, hits into the air towards left center. Campbell races over, reaches for it, and the center fielder makes the catch. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Saul Teran here in his first Double-A inning. Teran, who has been one of the best pitchers in the Phillies organization, was named the Phillies minor league pitcher for the month of May. Now it's Tyler Hardman and 2 outs here in the 6th. And Teran winds and fires, and the righty's first pitch is down. It's 1-0. So we'll see what Teran's kind of role figures to be here. You know, if he stays here in Reading, will he slide into a late inning reliever guy? Because that's what he's been this year. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Teran also works very fast. Signed by the Phillies in 2021 as an international free agent out of Venezuela, hometown of Caracas. 1-1. Outside, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Tyler Hardman today is 1 for 2. It's been a difference in this game, a 2-run home run back in the 4th. And here's the pitch. Swung on a line drive, hard hit, left field line, it's fair, and roll all the way to the corner, and 1 hop off the wall. Hardman around first, heads towards second. Mendez played it well, but his throw's gonna be a little bit late. So it is a 2-out double for Tyler Hardman, his 15th this season, and it's his 2nd extra base hit of the day.
Jared Wagner.
So that'll bring Jared Wagner to the plate for the Patriots. So Teran is the 4th arm of the day for Reading. Gunnar Mayer looks solid, inning and a 3rd, no runs, no hits, walked 1. That was eliminated by a pickoff, and also did not record any strikeouts in the outing. So Wagner in, he's 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts tonight for the right-handed bat. Teran moves to the stretch for the first time. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Miller gobbles it up, couple of steps, fires across in time. And that will retire the side here in the 6th. So strong first inning of work for Saul Teran in his Double-A debut. No runs on a hit, 1 man left on base for the Patriots. We're 2/3 the way through in this series finale from TD Bank Ballpark. On to the 7th. Patriots lead it 3-2.
Regeneron.com to start your
Top of the
search
seventh
today.
inning is presented by White Star Travel, the official group sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Visit whitestartours.com today for more. New pitcher in out of the Alvernia University bullpen for the Patriots. It is Cole Ayers. Ayers making his 19th appearance. He's 0-1, a 5.73 ERA. 22 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed. He's allowed 2 home runs, 16 walks, 19 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .273 against Cole Ayers this year. So he released Tristan Freeling, who gave the Patriots 6 strong innings tonight. We'll see if our Phils can get to the league worst Patriots bullpen. And it'll be 7, 8, 9 due up for Reading to try and do so first. Alex Pinellas digs in from the left-hand, the batter's box to lead off the frame. First one home. Pinellas will take that a bit inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Pinellas 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game. Singled his last time up, swings and misses at a 1-0 changeup, even the count up at 1.
Now pitching for your Patriots, number 5, Cole Ayers.
Second time Ayers has seen Reading this week. Next pitch is a ball. It's 2-1. Against Reading this year, Ayers, 1 run over 2 innings. Walked 2, no strikeouts. Pinellas swings and misses at a 2-1 curveball down in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pretty much a de facto shift on for the Patriots here. Burt behind the bag at second. Lombard Jr. basically plays short, and Pinellas just punches one right down the third base line. Lombard Jr. able to get to it, but he'll have no play at first, and it's an infield single for Alex Pinellas. Well, you'll certainly take that. It's the 7th hit today for the Phils, and that'll bring Pineda to the plate. Reading has left 4 men on base. They're 1 for 5 with men in scoring position. It's kind of become a theme the last couple of nights is wasted opportunities for the Phils. First pitch to Pineda is a curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. So Ayers in for Tristan Freeling, who went 6 quality innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Did not issue a walk, struck out 2. 0-1. Pineda checks the swing, doesn't matter. It's a fastball top of the zone, so it's 0-2. Time is called by Pineda. Pretty much a de facto shift on again for the lefty Pineda. Burt, the shortstop behind the second base bag. Lombard Jr. basically playing short. And the next pitch is swung on, ground ball right side. Diving stop, Reggio comes to his feet from second. Fires the first in time, so Pineda's out, but he does move Pinellas to second. And that'll bring Robert Moore to the plate.
Designated hitter, Robert Moore.
Cole Ayers, 25-year-old righty, turns 26 in August. Broke camp with Hudson Valley. 4 relief outings before being promoted to Somerset on April the 25th. First offering to Robert Moore is a fastball, a bit up and away. It's 1-0. Moore 1 for 2 in today's game. He singled back in the 3rd, flew out to center in the 5th. Next pitch, Moore takes it down. It's 2-0. Reading does have bullpen action. Andrew Walling is up and throwing. This looks like it's just going to be 1 and done for Saul Turan, and this is Double-A debut. (2-0). More swing and a little tap or foul. Got a piece of Moore in the left hand, the batter's box. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Ayers originally drafted by the Astros in 2018, 36th round out of high school, but did not sign. It's 2-1. Moore takes it down. 3 balls and 1 strike. Began his college career in Kentucky. Then he went to the State College of Florida. Pitched there for a couple of years and was a 16th round pick by the Yankees in 2021. Was playing in the MLB Draft League for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers when he was selected in 21. 3-1, Moore swing and a miss. Actually got a piece of it, and also got a piece of the catcher, Omar Martinez. It's 3-2. Home plate umpire Garrett Griffin will walk out a new baseball to Cole Ayers. Give Martinez a couple of extra seconds to shake that one off. Aiden Miller waits on deck for the Fightin' Phils. Robert Moore trying to get Pinellas home, who leads off second in a 3-2 game. Patriots lead. Moore, 277 hitter with runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Moore down on strikes. And in front of a curveball at 83 from Ayers. That's strikeout number 1 for him. Out number 2. And it's the 7th overall strikeout by Patriots pitching tonight. So that'll bring Aiden Miller to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. 2 outs here in the frame. Top half of the 7th. Patriots lead by 1. Here's the pitch. Miller will take that for a strike. It's 0-1. Patriots have brought the infield way in here against Miller. Like, when I say in, I think even shallower than you see some high school outfields play. The left fielder is way in. Miller could just float one over Jones's head, and he's going to have it triple. Here's the pitch. It's a ball, 1-1. You got to think the thought process is that if Miller hits a line drive or a ground ball that gets through, their hope is to basically keep Pinellas from scoring. And anything over their head, they're basically saying, okay, it would have been an extra base hit anyway, which I don't think is the case. If you play deep, you could catch a fly ball. Next pitch to Miller is a curveball for a strike. It's 1-2. So 1-2, 2 outs, top 7. Alex Pinellas leads off second. Ayers ready. Here's the pitch to Miller. That one bounces, momentarily gets away from the catcher Martinez, but not far enough for Miller to advance. So it's 2-2. Miller 300 on the week. He is 0 for 3 today. Hits across his last 4 as well. Has homer, tripled, has 2 RBI this week. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Miller goes down on strikes. He's 0 for 4 today, and back-to-back strikeouts for Cole Ayers to end this top half of the 7th inning. No run to the Fightin' Phils. They had a hit. 1 man left on base. It's time to stretch here from TD Bank Ballpark on to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Fightin' Phils still trail at 3-2. Bottom half of the 7th inning is brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured? Get justice. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. 3-2, Patriots on top in this home half of the 7th. 9-1-2, 2 up for Somerset. It'll be Max Burt to lead off against a new pitcher for the Fightin' Phils. 5th arm of the day, it's Andrew Walling. 18 games overall so far, 0-3 record. He's 4 for 5 in saves. He's got a 5.75 ERA, 20 1/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, and 12 walks.
Max Burt.
So the first that Andrew Walling will face will be Max Burt. Burt's 0 for 1 in today's game. He's also struck out. And here's the first pitch, and that is swung on and fouled. It's 0-1.
Number 31, Andrew Walling.
So Walling is in. No balls, 1 strike to count. And the pitch. Swung on a foul ball. Got a piece of the foot of Max Burt in the right-handed batter's box. So 0-2 the count here to Burt. As Andrew Walling comes set, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Out number 1 for Walling here in the inning. That'll flip the lineup card over to George Lombard Jr. So George Lombard Jr. will dig in from the right-handed batter's box here against Andrew Walling. And the first pitch home is called strike. It's 0-1. George Lombard Jr. today is 1 for 2. He's reached base a couple of times. And pitch home. Check swing on a pitch down. It's 1-1. Walling has pitched once this week. He threw on Thursday against Somerset. Did not allow a run over an inning and 2/3. Got a hold. A Reading's 2-1 victory over the Patriots. 1-1. Bit up. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 home. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Walling allowed 3 runs, suffered the loss on June the 19th against Hartford, but since then it's been 4 straight scoreless outings. Has walked just 3, has struck out 4. And here's the 2-2. That one misses up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To George Lombard Jr. Next pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. Got a piece of the netting, protecting us from any foul balls and any fans in front of us.
No, I was right behind him.
And Walling fires a 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Andrew Walling to start off this inning.
Rock Riggio.
And that'll bring Rock Riggio to the plate here for the Patriots. Also, apologies if you heard any movement or anything. We're just trying to sort out the crowd mic. Got a bit of a buzz, but it sounds like that has been resolved. So here's Rock Riggio. First pitch is a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes here to Riggio. Riggio today is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch. He's also walked. Next one home is up for a ball. It's 2-0. So Walling back-to-back strikeouts to start this bottom half of the 7th inning. Fightin Phillies trail at 3-2, trying to keep the deficit where it's at. Going against the league worst bullpen in Somerset. Here's the pitch, swung on a line drive that falls in the right center field for a base hit. Campbell over to cut it off in center, so it's a 2-out single for Rock Riggio. First hit tonight, but he is aboard for the 3rd time. And that'll bring Rafael Flores to the plate.
Rafael Flores.
So 2 outs as Flores digs in from the right side. Infield back with the exception of Alex Manelos, who holds Riggio on at first. First one home, swung on, ground ball 3rd, it's foul. DeMartini fields it just
Sign
to
your
the
child up
left
for
of the third
Somerset
base
Sluggers
line.
Kids Club. Your little Patriots fan will get some cool Kids Club swag and 6 vouchers usable any Sunday home game during the 2025 season. Head to Somerset Patriots for more information.
Flores 0 for 3 today. Does have an RBI as he grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first. And here's the 0-1. That's a bit up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Flores grounded into a 6-4-3 put out his last at bat, but it was not a double play. They tried to turn 2, but the runner was safe at second. Next pitch home, swung on a little flare, shallow right. Back goes Rodriguez, the second baseman, a couple of steps. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left on base for the Patriots. We will head to the top of the 8th inning. Fightin Phillies still trail it. It's 3-2 Somerset. Top half of the 8th inning brings in another arm out of the Alvernia University bullpen for the Patriots. It'll be Bailey Dees. Dees, who was a starter last year, has transitioned back to being a reliever, which is where he started his career at. Dees 4-4, 4.47 ERA this year. Has made 15 appearances, 9 of them starts. 58 in a third innings pitch, 49 hits. Has allowed 7 home runs, 30 walks, 69 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .228 against Bailey Dees this season. So 3-2 is our score. Fightin Phillies trail here in the 8th. Reading has 6 outs to work with to try to avoid a 1-5 week against the Patriots. That'll be Carson DeMartini who leads things off here for the R-Phils. We'll dig on in from the left-handed batter's box. 1 for 3 today's DeMartini. Did hit a home run his last time up, the first of his Double-A career. The first pitch, he just check swing, slow roller, hit towards second. Charging's Regio Fields, throw to first low, and it's bounced, and it is not caught by Hardman. And that'll be an infield single for Carson DeMartini.
Number 44, Bailey Dees.
Well, baseball is a crazy game. Carson DeMartini clubs a home run his last time up. Now he hits 153 miles per hour off the bat for a little infield single. So here's Jose Rodriguez. First pitch home is over for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Second baseman, Jose Rodriguez.
Rodriguez 1 for 3 today. He doubled and scored a run back in the 4th. Pitch home, low and away. It's 1-1.
Pay attention, please. Will Kenneth Gorman please report to customer
Second
service?
appearance this
Kenneth
week for
Gorman
Bailey
to
Dees. He went 2
customer service.
scoreless innings against Reading on Thursday night. No hits, no walks. Did strike out a pair of batters. 1-1. They'll check on DeMartini at first. He's back in safely. Next pitch home is in and out of the mitt of the catcher, Martinez. It is a strike, though. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Third appearance for Dees against Reading this year. 1.35 ERA over 6 2/3 innings pitch. 9th appearance in total for Dees in his career against Reading. He's got a 3.04 ERA over 26 2/3 innings pitched. Next pitch home, Rodriguez swinging a slow roller towards the middle. Burt to shortstop Fields, goes to second for one. Relay to first from Reggio's in time, and it's a 6-4-3 double play. So just like that, the leadoff singles erased. 2 outs here in the 8th, and that'll bring Hendry Mendez to the plate for the Phils.
The left fielder, Hendry Mendez.
3-2 our score, top 8. Somerset on top. Reading does have bullpen action. Andrew Bechtold just getting started, so I think that Walling will at least come back out to start the 8th, and then Bechtold might come in at some point. First pitch to Mendez, misses down, it's 1-0. Mendez 1 for 3 today, an RBI single back in the 4th. Here's the 1-0. Mendez a check swing, doesn't matter. Pitch was a strike,
and
it's 1-1.
Report to customer service. Sam Levy, Alex Israel to customer service.
Mendez overall hitting at 285. 7th in the Eastern League in hitting, entering play today. Pitch home. Mendez swinging a little dribbler out in front of the plate. It'll roll down the first base line and go foul. So it's 1-2. Bailey Dees, 18th round pick by the Yankees back in 2021. Spent 4 years at Penn State University, 2018 through 2021. And the 1-2. Inside, hit Mendez right on the backside. So that'll be a 2-out base runner for Reading. First hit by pitch for the Patriots today. Of course, Reading has hit 4 in total, 3 of which coming from Travis Kuhn. Mendez looks to be okay. That'll bring Caleb Ricketts to the plate with 2 outs.
Catcher, Caleb Ricketts.
So Ricketts digs in from the left side. Tying run of Mendez is on first. Ricketts, the batter, would represent the go-ahead run. 3-2 ball game. Top half of the 8th inning. Reading 4 outs to work with here. Ricketts 1 for 3 in today's game. The first pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball at 91 from Bailey Dees. Ricketts crushed a double back in the 2nd inning. He has struck out, though, the next 2 times he came to the plate. Pitch home. Ricketts will take that on the inside corner for a strike. It's 0-2. Alpedrique giving some signs from the third base coach's box. See if Reading maybe puts Mendez in motion here. Here's the pitch. Mendez stays put. Ricketts swings. Ground ball right side. 2 hops for Reggio at second. Vacuums it up. Flips the first in time. And that will retire the side here in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left on base for the Fightin Phillies. We will head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fightin Phillies trail at 3-2. Bottom half of the 8th inning, and let's take a look at our Fightin Phillies team leaders presented by PA Army National Guard. And we'll look at the pitcher back on the mound for the Phillies. That's Andrew Walling. Walling has 4 saves this year for Reading. That is tied for the most of our fills this year. Walling's got 4, Tommy McCullum's got 4, and Nelson Alvarez has 4. Of course, for McCullum, he suffered his first blown save at the AA level and just the second of his professional career. In last night's ball game, a walk-off loss to the Patriots. Reading led 3-1 entering the 9th inning, and then the Patriots scored 3 runs to pull out the victory. It was the 2nd straight walk-off win for Somerset, the 9th already surrendered by Reading pitching this year. Reading just has 3 walk-off wins at home. 3-2 score, Walling back out, Omar Martinez up. First pitch is a line drive into center field. That'll fall for a base hit. So 1 pitch, and it's a leadoff single for Martinez. And that'll bring the 5-hole hitter Brendan Jones to the plate for Somerset. Second hit allowed by Andrew Walling, who's at 17 total pitches. Reading does have Andrew Bechtold up and throwing. Because after Jones, it's 5 straight righties for this Patriots lineup. First pitch to Brendan Jones is taken for a ball inside. It's 1-0.
We will be announcing that winning number very soon.
Infield back, they'll look to turn 2. Rodriguez, though, in a couple of steps straight up at second. Miller shaded towards the bag at second against the lefty and in a step. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball right side. Rodriguez fields, flips to Miller for 1, and it's a low flip. They do not get the out. It's in and out of the glove of Aiden Miller. Everybody will be safe on what will likely be an error. We'll see who they assign it to. But back-to-back base runners to start this inning for the Fightin' Phillies defensively. And Al Patrique's coming out, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the ball game for Andrew Walling. So it should have been a double play. Now gives Andrew Bechtold a jam to inherit. And we'll step aside for a moment as we step into your future with this Vernon University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen.
Congratulations.
Still the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher in for Reading with a 6th arm of the day, which matches the season high for most arms used in a 9-inning game for the 7th time. And that new pitcher is Andrew Bechtold, who's been really, really good as of late. 25th appearance. He's 0-3. He does have a save. 3.91 ERA, 25 1/3 innings pitched. 31 strikeouts, 16 walks for Andrew Bechtold this year. But Hohenherod a bit of a jam. Men on first and second. No outs, bottom 8, and what is a 3-2 ball game Somerset lead. So a real chance for the Patriots to try and break this open. And Bechtold's going to look to keep it a 1-run game as this game will shift to the 9th after this frame. First pitch to Cole Gabrielson. He swings and he fouls it off the facing of the Arfield's dugout on the left side. It's 0-1. Cole Gabrielson, quiet day for him. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out and flown out a couple of times. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Bechtold in for Andrew Walling. Inning plus 2 hits. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Is responsible for the runners on base. Technically only one of them, though, because Brendan Jones reached on a fielder's choice error. It should have been a ground ball double play, but a bad throw from Jose Rodriguez allowed everybody to be safe. 0-2, the count to Cole Gabrielson. Pitch home. Check swing. They'll appeal, and he did go around, says first base umpire Trevor Patience. So that's a big strikeout there for Andrew Bechtold, his first.
Tyler Hardman.
10th overall by Fightin Phil's pitching today. And that'll bring Tyler Hardman to the plate. It's been a great day for Tyler Hardman. He's 2 for 3, runs scored. He's driven in 2. Has a home run and a double. So really got to try to keep an extra base hit off here. First pitch home. Swings and he lifts it in the air, foul. Out of play behind home plate. No balls and 1 strikes. Bechtold is not allowed to run over his last 5 appearances, dating back to June the 17th against Hartford. The 0-1, up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike.
All right, kids, who's ready to run the bases? Immediately following.
Decent crowd on hand today, definitely thinner than the last couple of nights. Hotter weather today, temperatures in the mid-80s. Right now 88 degrees actually. But there is a nice breeze that's been blowing in pretty much all day. Next pitch from Bechtold misses low. It's 2-1. First and second are the runners for the Patriots. None being held on. Infield plays back for Reading. And here's the pitch. Swung on a little tapper right back to the mound. Bechtold fields. He throws to second. Rodriguez able to hold the bag on what was not a great throw. So they do get 1 out. That was very close to being a throwing error and allowing a run to score. So Jones out at second. Hardman aboard at first on what's a 1-4 fielder's choice. And it's been on the corners, 2 outs for Jared Wagner. That play was very close to having disaster written all over it, but a good job by Jose Rodriguez to prevent that from happening and still getting the out. So there's Jared Wagner, digs in from the right side, 2 outs here in the 8th. 3-2 game, Reading trying to keep it at a 1-run deficit. They'll send 6, 7, 8, Campbell, Benelis, Pineda to the plate in the 9th. Robert Moore, the 4th man up, should one of those guys reach. First pitch to Jared Wagner, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Fastball 98 from Andrew Bechtold. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Misses a bit up, it's 1-1. 98 again on that fastball from Bechtold. Local to Reading is from Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania. Played his high school baseball at Garnet Valley. Spent a couple of years at Maryland, and then his final collegiate season in 2017 at Chipola Junior College. Next pitch, low and away, it's 2-1. Oh for 3 today is Jared Wagner. And the pitch home, swing and a miss, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning, men on the corners. 3-2 Patriots lead. Andrew Bechtold trying to keep the deficit where it's at. The righty comes set at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Runner goes from first, pitches down, and it gets away from the catcher, Ricketts. And scoring will be Omar Martinez. Turning second, going to third is Hardman. And it's a 4-2 ball game. Patriots, a huge insurance run right there. Hardman gets credit for the stolen base. And then he goes to third on the wild pitch. It's the 8th stolen base of the year for Hardman. Now it's a 4-2 ball game, and Bechtold trying to keep it at that. 3-2, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 strikeouts in the 8th inning for Andrew Bechtold, but the Patriots do score a run. They did it on just 1 hit, an error and a wild pitch, and perhaps a errant throw on what should have been a double play leads to a run scoring. With one error, one man left on base to ahead of the ninth. Last chance for the Phils. They trail it 4-2. We go to the top of the ninth inning, 4-2 our score. Patriots got another run in the bottom of the eighth thanks to an error, another errant throw that should have been a double play, and a wild pitch. So that's where we stand now. Running down by 2. New pitcher in for Somerset. It's Danny Watson. Watson making his 25th appearance. He's 1-2. He's got a 7.14 ERA. He's got 1 save and 2 opportunities, 29 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed. He's allowed 6 home runs. Walked 7, struck out 33. Opponents hitting .299 against Danny Watson this season.
Now pitching for your Patriots, number 39, Danny Watson.
So it'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for Reading. Dylan Campbell, Alex Pinellas, Leandro Pineda. See if we got any pinch hitters here in the inning. First pitch to Campbell, swinging a ground ball. 3-hopper towards short. Charging's Burt Fields fires the first in time. 1 away. That'll bring Alex Pinellas to the plate. So, 1 inning of work for Bailey Dees. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. So he'll be credited with a hold, as will Cole Ayers. Currently, Tristan Vreeling's in line for the win. So Pinellas digs in from the left side. He's 2 for 3 today. First pitch is taken all the way for a strike. It was a slider at 82. It's 0-1. So Reading looking to avoid falling 2 games under 500 in the second half. And looking to avoid a 1-5 week. 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Reading had a good week last week against Richmond. They went 4-2, but tides have changed this week. Swing and a miss by Pinellas. It's 1-2. Of course, Reading had themselves in position to win on Friday and Saturday. If they won those 2 games, you know, at worst they're looking at a split today. But Patriots came back in both of those games to walk it off. Pinellas swings at the 1-2 and fouls it back. It'll stay in ball on 2 strikes. So Reading has surrendered a couple of leads in the 9th this week. Let's see if they can flip the script on the Patriots. Watson ready, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Pinellas goes down on strikes. That's out number 2. And that'll bring Leandro Pineda to the plate. The last chance tonight for Reading. Reading has 4 wins. They're 4-29 this year when trailing entering the 9th inning. First pitch to Pineda is a strike. It's 0-1. 2 of those wins actually came here at Somerset back in the 2nd week of April. First full series of the season. And the second of which was on that Sunday finale. Keen Anthony and Cade Fergus had home runs. Pineda swings. Ground ball towards the middle. Burt, the shortstop, plays it perfectly, gobbles it up, fires the first, and it's in time. The ball game's over. And the Somerset Patriots take 5 out of 6 this week from the Reading Fightin Phils, thanks to a 4-2 victory here on Sunday afternoon. So Reading down quietly in the 9th. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And As we said, they fall today 4-2. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll have our post-game show presented by White Star Travel and Tours coming up after this on the Fightin' Phillies Radio Network. Welcome into the White Star Tours and Travel post-game show here on the Fightin' Phillies Radio Network. Reading falls 4-2 on this Sunday afternoon against the Somerset Patriots. Ultimately drops 5 of 6 games against Somerset this week. Had a chance to at least get a split. 9th inning lead surrendered on both Friday and Saturday night. So ultimately it's 5 losses out of 6 games this week against the Patriots. Let's take a look at how it all went down tonight. We'll start in the bottom half of the first inning. Jack Dallas started a bullpen game for the Phils. It was supposed to be Mitch Newborn, originally for Reading, but late last night he was promoted up to AAA Lehigh Valley. Actually started for the Iron Pigs today. We'll get you more on that when we in our second segment when we look around the Philadelphia Phillies organization and the Eastern League. But so Jack Dallas started. Overall, pretty good outing for him. He gave a leadoff double to George Lombard Jr. What was an 11-pitch at-bat to start the game. He got Rock Reggio to ground out to second, which moved Lombard to third. Rafael Flores hit a ground ball to third. That scored George Lombard Jr. as Carson DeMartini's throw home was late. So that made it a 1-0 ball game. Dallas, though, settled in, ended up striking out a season-high 5 over 2 one-hit innings. And game stayed 1-0 until the top of the 4th inning. Jose Rodriguez led off the inning with a double, and on the very next pitch, Hendry Mendez grounded a single through the hole on the right side for an RBI base hit that scored Jose Rodriguez. That made it 1-1, but Patriots wasted little time responding in the bottom of the 4th inning against Travis Kuhn. Kuhn allowed a leadoff single to Brendan Jones, got Cole Gabrielson to fly out the right, but then he allowed a long hit, fly ball home run to Tyler Hardman that cleared the left field fence. That made it 3-1 at the time. Reading, though, looked to show some fight. It was a 2-out home run by Carson DeMartini in the top half of the 5th inning over the left center field fence. DeMartini, it's his first double-A home run, picked up RBI number 7, an extra base hit number 6, and this is 22nd double-A game. So it's 3-2 for a while from there. Gunnar Mayer, a scoreless inning and a third. Sal Turan in his double-A debut went a scoreless inning. And then we go to the 8th inning. Somerset still up 3-2. Andrew Walling had a clean 7th, allowed a hit, struck out 2. In the 8th, he gave up a leadoff single to Omar Martinez. Brendan Jones then followed with what should have been a 4-6-3 ground ball double play, but it was an errant throw from Jose Rodriguez to Aiden Miller. Miller could not hold on to it, so it was an error on Rodriguez, his first, and it put runners on first and second. Still no outs. Cole Gabrielson struck out as Andrew Bechtold came in for Walling. Tyler Hardman grounded into a fielder's choice, which could have been a double play as well to get out of the inning, but Bechtold's throw was a bit wide of the bag. Rodriguez just did enough he could to hold the bag and get the lead runner. Jared Wagner at the plate. Hardman stole with runners on first and third, and Bechtold threw a wild pitch. That allowed Martinez to score. That made it a 4-2 ball game, and Wagner did strike out, sent the game to the 9th inning, and Danny Watson sent the Phils down in order, 1-2-3 to end the ball game and give the Somerset Patriots a 4-2 victory. Bullpen was really good. Really pitching as a whole was strong today for Somerset. Tristan Vreeling, who was victorious, 6 quality innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. It is a season high in innings pitched for Tristan Vreeling. Cole Ayers a scoreless 7th, Bailey Dees a scoreless 8th, and Danny Watson tossed a scoreless 9th inning. So that's how it all went down. Patriots win 4-2 today. We'll step aside one final time on our White Star Travel and Tours post-game show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our final numbers around the Eastern League and Phillies organization, and a look ahead to what's next for the Fightin' Phils. That and more when the post-game show continues after this on the Phils Radio Network. Back here on the White Star Travel and Tours post-game show as we wrap things up here from Somerset. Fightin' Phils dropped the finale and ultimately fall in the series 5-1 against the Patriots. Take a look at our final numbers from tonight's ball game. Reading with the loss, they fought a 5-7 in the second half, 30-49 overall. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 6 men left on base. And for the Patriots, with the win, they're 7-5 in the second half, 42-39 overall. Somerset, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 7 men left on base. Reading 1 for 7 with men in scoring position. Somerset 0 for 9. Runners in scoring position has definitely kind of been a recurring issue for the Fightin' Phils. Got to give the pitching credit, though. They were able to succeed in some high-leverage situations today. Tristan Vreeling gets the win. He's 1-2. Travis Kuhn takes the loss, 6-4. Danny Watson gets the save, his second. Time of the game, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Played in front of a crowd of 4,139 fans here at TD Bank Ballpark. Take a look outside the organization and our Eastern League scoreboard. A couple of games final, a couple of games still underway. New Hampshire leads Portland 9-5 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Harrisburg, second straight win over Altoona, 2-0 final in the PA Capital. Erie leads Akron 7-3, heading to the bottom of the 9th at Canal Park. Binghamton topped Hartford 5-1 today at Morabito Stadium. And Chesapeake trails Richmond 12-2 in the bottom half of the 8th inning at Prince George's Stadium. In the Phillies organization, the Phillies are tied up 1-1 with the Reds, bottom 7. Lehigh Valley trails Scranton 9-2, top of the 8th inning. Jersey Shore fell to Wilmington 3-1 today, and Clearwater, that game's still going. That was a 12 o'clock first pitch, and it is a 14-9 lead for the Threshers. It's a game that is almost 4 hours old. Whew, how about that? That's a long one. And the Threshers look like they will win. It looks like the game just went final, so 14-9 victory, 3 hours and 43 minutes for Clearwater. Complex League Phillies, Dominican Summer League Phillies, both were off today. They'll be back in action tomorrow. So that was our look around the Phillies organization and the Eastern League scoreboard. And as we wrap up today's White Star Travel and Tours post-game show, here from Somerset, we'll take a look at what's ahead. So the Fightin' Phils, they will stay on the road. They'll head to Bowie, Maryland tonight. Off day tomorrow. Then it's a 6-game series in Chesapeake. Next week against the Bay Sox. 6:35 first pitches Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 7:05 Friday. 6:35 Saturday. 1:05 on Sunday. We won't have the call Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can join Andre Magaro and Gareth Kwok. They'll take good care of you guys on MILB TV and the Bally Live app. We will be back on the call Friday from Bowie. That's a 7:05 first pitch, so we'll hit the air at 6:50 on 830 WEEU.com on the Fightin' Phils radio network. So we'll have the call Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from Bowie. And then a week from today, it will officially be the All-Star break, so running will be off for 4 days. And then back home on Friday, July 18th to kick off a 9-game homestand from the 18th to the 27th. Weekend 3-game set against Portland, 6-game series against Binghamton. So the next time that we are home will be at 7 o'clock on Friday, June 18th. Get your tickets, or if you can't make it to the ballpark, join myself and Bob McCool. So that'll pretty much do it for today here from TD Bank Ballpark. Fightin' Phils fall 4-2. Reading, off day tomorrow, back on the field, 6:35 on Tuesday. We'll talk to you on Friday, 6:50 on the air from Prince George's Stadium in Chesapeake. As we said, 6:50 is our pregame show for a 7:05 first pitch. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in today, and we'll talk to you on Friday from Chesapeake. I'm Jake Starr saying so long, and have a great rest of your night. Signing off here from TD Bank Ballpark.